The prophecies of the Elder Scrolls are a fluid, living thing. They are not fixed. At many points throughout history, the actions of heroic mortals have rewritten them. I only know that you are important, Vestige. The scrolls reveal to me that your destiny is intertwined with that of the Five Companions. The Five Companions were a band of adventurers who sought out an ancient artifact called the Amulet of Kings. They hoped to use this artifact to persuade Akatosh, the dragon god, to accept their leader as one of the Dragonborn. The Dragonborn are mortals destined for greatness, with the blood of the dragons in their veins. It is said that only a true Dragonborn can ignite the eternal dragon fires in the Imperial City. Baron Aquilarius, the son of a Colovian duke, who led a rebellion against the Emperor Leovic and took the crown himself. Alas, Varen was not truly a Dragonborn, as those who sit upon the ruby throne must be, in accordance with tradition. You have already heard enough babbling from this old blind fool. It is time you met the Five Companions yourself and witnessed their fate. The first companion, Lyris Titanborn, daughter of giants, was the mightiest warrior in the service of the Emperor. Next, Abner Tharn, a powerful sorcerer and Grand Chancellor to the Imperial Elder Council. The Red Guard Swordmaster, Sai Sahan, leader of the Imperial Dragon Guard. The Imperial Emperor, Baron Aquilarius, who attempted to light the dragon fires and failed. And finally, Manamako, the traitor, the king of worms, a powerful necromancer, and your executioner. These were the Five Companions who set out from the Imperial City on an epic quest to recover the lost Amulet of Kings. Many Marco convinced Varen that the amulet could be used to perform a ritual that would rekindle the dragon fires. He claimed this would please Akatosh and entice him to adopt Varen as one of the Dragonborn. By tradition, only the Dragonborn can lay claim to the Ruby Throne and rule as the one true Emperor by divine right. Varen conquered Cyrodiil and took the throne, but unless he became Dragonborn, he feared he'd always be thought of as a pretender. Manamako the traitor, the great enemy, the most powerful necromancer this world has ever known. His worm cult infiltrates and corrupts every corner of Tamriel. It was he who convinced Varen to perform the ritual you are about to witness. Each of the Five Companions were chosen for their skill and courage, and each was given a special role to perform in the party. Who would you like to know more about? You've already met Lyris. She's a Nord warrior from the frozen lands of Skyrim to the north, and it is said that her family lineage contains the blood of giants. Varen chose her for her strength and her loyalty to be his personal bodyguard. Sai Sahan came from a long line of Red Guard swordmaster nobles. He was the leader of the Dragon Guard, the security detail of Varen and the Elder Council. While Lyris was Varen's bodyguard, Sai was charged with protecting the entire group. The Therns are one of the most influential families in Cyrodiil. Abner, their patriarch, is the leader of the Elder Council, a powerful battle mage and a shrewd politician. With his council, Varen was able to seize the Imperial throne years before. These were the Five Companions who set out from the Imperial City on an epic quest to recover the lost Amulet of Kings. Menimarco convinced Veren that the amulet could be used to perform a ritual that would rekindle the dragon fires. He claimed this would please Akatosh and entice him to adopt Veren as one of the Dragonborn. By tradition, only the Dragonborn can lay claim to the Ruby Throne and rule as the one true Emperor by divine right. Veren conquered Cyrodiil and took the throne, but unless he became Dragonborn, he feared he'd always be thought of as a pretender. Menimarco the traitor, the great enemy, disaster, war, and pestilence. A world brought to its knees. Now watch and see how one man's arrogance brought about the greatest threat our world has ever known.
There it is. The Dragonfire Brazier. Menimarco, you certain this will work?
It will work, my liege. The Amulet of Kings will rekindle the dragon fires and ensure your rightful place as Emperor. You have my word.
It better work, Menimarco, or you'll find your neck at the business end of my axe.
My lord, I wonder if you'd muzzle your half-giant pet. She really is annoying.
Enough, both of you. We are here to ensure my lord's rightful claim to the Ruby Throne.
Abner, begin the ritual. I have a destiny to fulfill. By the lighting of the dragon fires, I claim my rightful lineage. By the fires of creation, let me be reborn. By the will of Akatosh, I proclaim myself Dragonborn.
Baron Aquilarius, you are no heir to Alesia. You will pay for your sacrilege. The veil between Tamriel and Oblivion tears and splits asunder.
What's happening? The sky's opening up. This is bad. This is very bad. Ah!
This isn't supposed to happen. What's the meaning of this? Menimarco, what have you done?
Gullible fools! The veil between Oblivion and this world has been torn. My master, Moloch Baal, is free to claim Tamriel for his own.
Akatosh, forgive me! Have mercy on our souls!
The ritual tore the veil between Nairn and Oblivion, allowing Menimarco to begin stealing the souls his master needed to power the dark anchors and initiate the plane melt. Akatosh gave Alesia the Amulet of Kings as a symbol of his covenant with Nairn. So long as the amulet remained in the care of Alessia's heirs and the dragon fires remained lit, Tamriel would be protected from the Daedra. Menimarco tricked Veren into breaking the covenant, and the veil between Oblivion and Nairn was torn. The Elder Scrolls named this event the Soul Burst. It gave Moloch Baal the opportunity to disconnect the souls of Nairn from their hosts. Veren was lost. In the chaos of the moment, Sai Sahan took the Amulet of Kings and fled. Leris was captured by Menimarco and delivered to Cold Harbor, the realm of Moloch Baal. Tharn remains Chancellor of the Elder Council, and his daughter Clibio rules as Empress Regent. But the true power remains in the hands of Menimarco and his worm cult. When I discovered the truth about the 5 companions, I made subtle inquiries, but apparently not subtle enough. Menimarco got word of my interests and abducted me. He took me to Cold Harbor, where I remained a prisoner until you freed me. The truth is always a threat to evil men. Menimarco feared I would reveal his treachery, and if knowledge of Nairn's vulnerability were to become known, it could threaten his master's schemes. Moloch Baal does not favor loose ends. Walk with me. Long ago it was written, so long as the Amulet of Kings was borne by Alessia's heirs, Tamriel would be protected from the forces of oblivion. But the Soul Burst tore the veil between worlds and gave Moloch Baal the opportunity he desired. Moloch Baal's dark anchors pierced the torn veil. It seemed to draw near into the depths of Coldheart. His terrible engines of destruction appearing all throughout Tamriel. If the Lord of Brutality and Domination is successful, he will merge our world and his own in a terrible plain mill. Few will survive the ordeal, and those that do will be enslaved for all eternity. And so it falls to us, Vistage. We must stop Moloch Baal and his dark anchors, or our world is doomed. And now history seems to have caught up with us. Shall we return to the harborage? As you say. And so it begins. The remainder of the story has yet to be written. It is your story now. And there is so much to do. But know this, you will not walk this path alone. We must grow in strength and in numbers. You will need more than the company of an old blind man to alter the course of history. We must assemble our own group of companions. The first you have already met. Lyris sacrificed her own freedom to allow us to escape. She remains a prisoner in Cold Harbor. I must determine her precise location if we are to mount a rescue. That will take time. Minimarco's agents leave a web of lies and deceit. They pit the races of Tamriel against one another and divert their attention from the real threat. Seek out these agents, wherever they can be found, and expose their lies. Forgive me. Bringing you into my mind seems to have taken quite a toll on me. I must rest. I will contact you when the time is right. Until then, walk in the light, Vistage. The time is now. Seek me by the
The
cliffs.
proud city of Daggerfall greets you. Can I help you with something? The Seamount War Chief. Impressive. I don't know what you did to convince him, friend. But you have my gratitude. Well done. I will take this petition to High King Emmerich immediately. Enjoy your stay in Daggerfall.
It is good to see you again, and I do see you in my own way. You're a wound in time, a tear in reality that shouldn't exist and cannot long endure. Fate speaks in riddles. Your fate was written in the scrolls long ago. It is entwined with the fate of the five companions. I have finally located Lyris Titanborn in Cold Harbor. She works a terrible forge under the lash of the great deceiver, Molog Baal. Her soul is in great danger. You must go to her. I can manifest a gate to that dark realm, but you must go quickly. Tread carefully in Molog Baal's realm. You are important. The scrolls have so named you. After Lyris took my place in the Wailing Prison so that we might escape, the Daedra moved her to the Foundry of Woe. It is a place of torment and despair. She toils endlessly making weapons for the enemy. The God of Schemes invaded my mind many times during my imprisonment. It was a tortuous experience, but by forcing his way into my mind, he inadvertently opened his own thoughts to me, and thus created a chink in his own armor. We are connected, he and I. With concentration, I can see through his eyes. He feels my presence, and it fills him with rage. When you enter the foundry to recover Lyris, I can keep his attention focused on me. He will be blind to you for a time. It will be a far greater danger for you to enter Cold Harbor without this distraction. It is Molog Baal's realm, and his power there is great. I will endeavor to distract him in this manner whenever you travel there.
You, back to work, slave.
You're alive. Are you really here, or is this another trick? And he's still alive. Thank the gods. But you can't stay. You have to leave before they find you here. You don't understand. They've done something to me. I can't leave. It's hard to describe. My memories, my feelings, they've been fragmented, ripped apart. And all the fragmented pieces have been locked away in different parts of the foundry. I've tried. The Daedra took everything. My willpower, my courage, my sense of self. I'm an empty shell. And the fragments are reflections of my worst fears and most painful memories. I can't. I don't think I can face them. I'll do my best. Lead on. These lost souls are barely aware of their humanity. The guards don't even beat them anymore. childhood home in Scar. My parents' graves. My mother died in childbirth. My father was distant. Cold. I think he blamed me for my mother's death. I ran off to become a mercenary when I was 16. I never saw my father again. He was murdered by an old enemy. Father? Papa? Is that you? Why is this happening?
Bleed, you bastard! Die like the monster you are! Her mind and soul are already ours. Abandon your pathetic rescue.
Who are you? Why does Lyris walk with you? In life, I was Gyalda, father to Lyris. My spirit was torn from its rest and brought to this foul place. The Daedra forced me to experience my own murder again and again. I thought my torment would never end. I don't understand. Lyris was always a free spirit. Why would my presence bind her here? Lyris, is this true, child?
You were always so cold. So distant. My mother died giving me life. It was my fault. I should never have been born.
Lyris, look at me. The blood of giants flows through my veins. Your mother was a Nord. I gave her my seed without thought for her safety. That's why she died. Not because of you, child. Because of me.
I thought you blamed me. You couldn't even look at me, Papa.
Do you not see? When I looked at you, I saw her face. I loved her, child. Just as I love you. More than life itself. We cannot change the past. Nor should we cling to it. You must not let these feelings haunt you. Let them go. Let me go.
I love you too, Papa. Rest now. Be at peace. He's gone. Come on, let's get out of here. This place is a labyrinth of hopelessness built to compound the misery of those who labor here.
Did you get all the pieces?
Yeah, I stashed them in the footlockers all around camp. I bet the commander makes her run 50 laps this time. No one wants her.
Do you think this is a test? Do you think this is a test of some kind? I'm not sure why the Daedra would pick this moment in my life to... Did you find something? I can't believe it. This armor is who I am. It's what I am. A warrior without her armor is like a bear without claws. Excellent. I'm ready. It's good to be back in my armor again. What's your step? All the mining has made these tunnels unstable. Abner Thorn, you traitorous bastard. I should have expected to find you here.
Don't be a fool, Titanborn. I'm trying to help you. Your hatred poisons you. Warriors are like steel. When you lose your temper, you lose your worth.
Help me. You betrayed us all, then went back to licking Manny Marco's boot before the smoke cleared.
I did what I had to do. And as a show of my good intentions, I have a gift for you. But be warned, Cold Harbor will not give it up easily.
Is that... Sure, Bones, it is. Vestige, that's my battle axe. It's good to have you back. Are you thirsty for Daedric blood? My axe. Oh, it feels good to have it back. It's part of me. Losing it was like losing an arm. I don't know. I don't trust him and I never will. But it's odd. The blind hatred I felt when I saw him... I could have strangled him with my bare hands. But now... I think he was right. That hatred was poisoning me. better. Stronger. Almost whole again. Isn't that strange? I feel powerful enough to take on Umaril the Unfeathered himself. I feel like a warrior again. We're not done yet. We need to keep moving forward. The passage is blocked by a rock slide, but now that I have my axe back, I might be able to break through it. Stand back. No damn pile of pebbles is gonna stop me now. I almost feel like myself again. So many Daedric beasties, so little time. We need to keep moving. you hear that? That sounded like... No. It couldn't be. Sai, what's happened to you? What have they done?
Lyris. Lyris. I can see you. Are you really there?
Sai, it's me. We're seeing some kind of vision of you. Do you know where you are?
I don't know. They're torturing me. They want the Amulet of Kings. Want me to tell them where it's hidden. But I haven't broken. Not yet.
Sai, you need to hold on. We're going to find you. I'll make sure of it. We'll find you. Somehow we'll get you out of there. Sai? Sai! No! Bring him back, you bastards! That was no trick. That was Sai Sahan. Sai's a friend. Maybe my best friend. We need to find him and get him out of there. We need to tell the Prophet about this. He'll know what to do. But first, we need to find a way out of here. I don't care what else they throw at us. Nothing's going to keep me from helping Sai. The quicker we find a way out of here, the quicker... Something's wrong. All the doubt, the fear. Loneliness. It's all coming back. I have to push through this. Let's go. Of all my fears, I can hear it whispering to me, taunting me. Watching myself from a distance. Disconnected. Now, this is the best I've felt in years. Like I've been reborn. Thank you.
Nearest Chan. I thank the Divine.
Prophet, I'm fine.
Your loss would
The
have thrown
vestige freed
all
my
into
mind.
chaos.
They won't take me again. Not alive, at least. Prophet, Manamarco captured Sai Sahan. He's torturing him to find out where the Amulet of Kings is hidden. We have to rescue him.
You brought Lyris back, and largely intact from the look of her. And she will need time to recover. One does not leave such a place unscarred. What did he say? Did Sai tell you where he is being held? Then we must locate him before Menimarco forces him to reveal the amulet's hiding place. Did he? I thought he had firmly aligned himself with Menimarco and his worm cult. Curiouser and curiouser. As you saw in my visions, the amulet's misuse ripped a hole in the barrier that protects Tamriel from the forces of oblivion. That damage must be undone, and the amulet is the key. But to find the amulet, we must first locate Sai Sahan. For now you must leave me to my meditation. I must set my mind to the task of locating Sai Sahan. Until then, embrace the unknowable. The drops of water cannot know themselves to be a river, yet the river flows on. Perhaps it was simply arrogance. Perhaps it was all part of his grand scheme. Who can know the logic of a Daedric prince? I will call upon you again when the time is right. Farewell, Vestige.
You pulled me from the pits of oblivion. I owe you a debt of honor, small one. And a Titanborn pays her debts. It's a wretched place. A haunt of cowards, traitors, and lost souls. And Daedra. Their vile spells violated my mind. Forced me to doubt myself, to disobey my own will. They'll pay for that. And pay dearly.
There you are, Vestige. Come to the harborage. We must speak.
A fine day here in Daggerfall. Indeed, indeed. I am Moog, the music maker. I am a craftsman. I make beautiful instruments. Ah, I know what you're thinking. An orc? Making delicate instruments? Carrying a lute instead of an axe? For sale? For sale? Are you mad? These instruments take me years to make, each one lovingly crafted. I travel the world for the woods, the inlay materials. Sell them? It would be like selling my own children. I'm actually not a very good musician, but I am a good craftsman.
If you want a horse, then we have something to talk about. If you want gossip, find the tavern.
Welcome back. Do you need more flowers?
Just because I'm Ultima doesn't mean I support the Aldmeri Dominion. I walked away from conquest and war a long time ago. Life is too short, even for me.
Arcane knowledge is secret knowledge, but my bargains are clear and forthright. Take a look at what I'm offering today.
Enjoy the fruits of the robust Stormhaven agricultural community. Buy your produce here. Of course, we provisioners practice the arts of cooking and brewing. Good food requires the best ingredients. We gather fresh meat and produce from crates, barrels, and the like. If we're lucky, we'll also find recipes in chests, trunks, and desks. Once you've copied the recipe down and acquired the necessary ingredients, that's when the real fun begins. Cooking pots and rotisseries can be found all over. You need only find one, select a recipe, and then indulge in the simple joy of cooking. Don't forget drink. Hearty meals will fill your belly, increasing your general well-being, both body and soul. Strong drink can stimulate the humors, allowing you to recover more quickly. If you're lucky, you might find a recipe that does both.
You did well. Roy couldn't have handled things any better.
A good weapon is better than food, better than drink. I sell very good weapons.
What do you want? I can never decide. The market has so many choices.
Sharp, pointed, makes a clear statement to your enemies. Nobody will make swords for you but Zosh, so get them right here.
A customer. Can I help you choose something from our selection of fine woodcraft? Please. Sorry, I'm so excited. It's my first day. It might be unseemly for a woman of noble birth to be drawn to the forge, but I can't help myself. I find all the muscles and sweating to be so interesting.
hero in ale.
Trading right here.
Sharp, pointed, makes it...
Can I help you?
Arcane knowledge is secret knowledge.
Looking to buy?
Someone stop this four-bellied fight!
killing people
Stop
like that!
right where you are! Guard!
I expect.
Oh, for the
You'll
love
answer
of
for
Mara,
that.
did you really have to do that?
Normally I tell random delvers, this is an undaunted claim, shove off. But these necromancers are up to something big. No time for pledges now. Yet there's always demand for soul gems. Funny that. You weren't wrong about this lot, though. They're bringing in corpses by the wagon load, erecting wards, gathering materials, preparing, but I haven't discovered what for. The way deeper into Fang Lair is barred by powerful magic. I've yet to find a discreet way through, but with you here, we might be able to disrupt the barrier by force. Give those necromancers a real taste of death and go from there. Interested? Undaunted are usually the first to go charging into danger, but I'm more of a scout than a slayer. Better if you take the lead. Not much thus far, but I've seen them come and go by the dozen. The one conjuring the ritual barrier is Elizabeth. Powerful, but she's not calling the shots here. Fang Lair is sure to be teeming with undead in any case. A loose organization of the toughest delvers alive. We find the deadliest spots in Tamriel and challenge our members to not just brave them, but dominate them. I'm a trailblazer, so I sniff out places for our members to accept pledges for. They're challenges decided upon by the senior members. Any Undaunted who wants to win spoils and glory can formally declare an oath, pledging to stand victorious over the proffered challenge. If you make a habit of dungeon delving, consider joining. Visit one of the Undaunted enclaves. We have camps near each of the Alliance capitals. Maj al-Ragath deals with our newest recruits, but there's usually a motley crowd hanging around who may or may not be helpful. Good eye. Legend has it that when dwarves and dragons both still walked the land, they clashed here. The dwarves unleashed their greatest works in defense of their home, but for all their invention, they were no match for the raw power of the dragon. Oh no, long gone, like the dwarves. Obviously, it stuck around long enough for the locals to start calling this place Fang Lair, but these ruins have had many a squatter in their time. The necromancers are only the most recent.
I don't see why we need to stand guard.
With things so close to completion, Elizabeth's expecting trouble.
There's no shortage of bones here up to the task.
Can't trust the mindless guardians with the skin. Now I chop you up. Is my favorite part.
We've lost everything.
Hey, are you buying? I believe I'll have another.
Seems like the war in Cyrodiil never ends. We... Did you hear about the attempt on the king's life? Someone saved him.
What manner of fabricant sheds a feather?
Large bugs. Yes. And what trip to Vardenfell would be complete without larger mushrooms? Damn. Sorry, I'm just... Well, frankly, I'm cracking my acorns trying to write a decent travel brochure. Not as easy as it sounds. Trust me. Specificity, chum. Specificity is the problem. I've wandered the streets of Shimmerine. I've explored the cantons of Vivec City, but there's a whole wide world outside the city walls. Danger, excitement, scenic splendor, that's what people want. Why can't I... Look at me. I'm like a malnourished ferret. You, though... How about this? If you bring me some solid tales about the wilds of Somerset, Vardenfell, Clockwork City, and Artaeum, I'll cut you in on my earnings. What do you say? I travel around quite a bit, but always make my way back to the Impresario's camp eventually. If you're looking for me, that's where you'll find me. Ifrit protect you, mate. Off the record, I hear they're all in a spot of trouble. Daedric mischief, you see. You didn't hear that from me. To be honest, I don't have the first idea how someone would even get to half of these places, but they might not be around much longer. Well, look, I'm just a travel writer. Take all this with a grain of salt, all right? I heard a trio of the worst sort of Daedra struck some kind of bargain. They mean to split up Tamriel like a guar liver pie, starting with these locales. Aye. The sort of trouble you could probably lend a hand with, eh? Not that I'm telling you what to do, mind. As long as you get around to my business eventually, you can cross swords with ancient evils all you like.
You are safe. Good fortune did not abandon us entirely. Despite many days of meditating and scrying, Sai Sahan's whereabouts still elude me. The projection that you witnessed in the Foundry of Woe showed him to be in great peril. If we are to find him, I will need your help, Vestige. Though Sai remains hidden from my sight, Lyris brings news that an agent of the enemy lurks in Daggerfall. Fear is on the lips of the people. Darkness walks among them. Even a blind man can sense it. It is the hand of Menemarco. If it is truly an agent of Menemarco's worm cult, it may provide us with a clue that will hasten our search. Seek this agent, but tread carefully. The worm cult is a cult of necromancy, and the undead are fearsome opponents. Venture to Daggerfall. Speak to Old Maid Maxell and Husnia the mercenary. It was on their lips that Lyris first heard murmurs of trouble lurking in the shadows. Locate this agent of evil. Return with any personal effects they carry with them.
I've dealt with these worm cultists before. They use the darkest magic and they don't find fair. Be careful. I've dealt with these worm cultists.
Did you come here for crafting certification?
Hear ye, hear ye! Travel through the woods of Daenia is highly discouraged at the present time. An unknown corruption is
till the end.
Who's this now? I bet you've got a wild tale or two to share. Present company excluded? Well, there was a dodgy-looking Imperial hanging out in a doorway near Southgate Alley this morning. He was eyeballing everyone who happened by. Seemed like a cut-purse looking for an easy mark, if you ask me. Sorry, that's all I've got. I'd be willing to bet he's staying on the south side of town, though.
My food isn't anything to write home about, but it's hot. My food isn't anything.
You look like you could use a drink. Listen well, friend. Ale makes everything better. You look like you could use a drink.
I drink, therefore I brew. I drink, therefore I brew.
You received my summons. The set of your shoulders, that look in your eyes. Yes, I see I chose well. You will aid me with this most important task. Quite correct. A former student requires my assistance, but I cannot do what is necessary on my own. Fighting the dragons that plague elsewhere seems an impossible task. The Dragon Guard once successfully hunted them. We seek their wisdom. Tombs. I will search one, you the other, using this Dragon Guard seal. The seal will activate 3 glyphs, which, in turn, will reveal the entrance to the tomb. Between the two of us, I pray we find the wisdom my student requires. Will you help me? Find the 3 glyphs in the Shrieking Scar. Let me mark the locations on your map, along with where I think the hidden tomb lies. I prepared notes as well. Feel free to take them with you. Expert? Far from it. I started looking into the history to help my former student. The recent Dragon Guard were defenders of the Emperor, but according to legend, in the distant past, they hunted dragons nearly to extinction. When the last Emperor of the Riemann dynasty was assassinated, the Dragon Guard were disbanded. Various emperors in the intervening years have formed their own versions to add legitimacy to their rule, but they were never the same. It's an heirloom my former student provided. It contains a minor enchantment that reveals hidden glyphs. I imagine it was once used as a way to pass along secret information. Now, we will use it to find the hidden Dragon Guard tombs. We can discuss that later. Right now, we have our own tasks to accomplish. Remember, the dragons are already loose and elsewhere. Just know that my former student seeks a way to fight those great beasts before the damage they inflict cannot be undone.
You're new to Daggerfall, aren't you? I know everyone in town. I don't like to gossip, but there's been an Imperial vagrant nosing around for the past few weeks. Suspicious-looking fellow. I actually saw him picking through the trash outside the castle a few weeks ago. I've no idea where he is now. I'm sorry, but I am not in the habit of ogling strange men.
Another distraction.